There we go. Let's finish this. Um, Mel at the end though, which is like, what the hell is going on? Oh, dude, my ears are dead. I just had some pot roast, and then I had like a peanut earlier, but that was good.
Michael, let me ask you: Did the from that moment of the video and your text exchange that you're saying you'd be willing to share it? Did you guys have a phone call together, or there's not been a phone call or a Zoom
Oh,
together? It's just been text.
Patrick, as soon as he sent me the text, I said, Sammy, I didn't mean to offend you. I'll take it down. I looked
Yeah.
at it again. I talked to Kurt. We had our team take it off because it was nothing. He got his feelings hurt for all he had to do was say to me, "Why did you do that?" I would have said, "Sammy, you know what? If it hurt you, I'm sorry." I would have taken it out, which I did immediately. Immediately, with all this prayer, bull, and innuendo. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. It's all figment of his imagination. I took it down. It was, you know what? I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you how honest I am. My wife said, you know what, Michael, I can understand how Sammy got offended. I said, okay, I didn't get it. You know what? And I'm sorry, I'm not making excuses. We just had a kid die in my house. Maybe I wasn't thinking right. I don't know. But it certainly wasn't to offend him in any way. And I don't have to soften him up. I don't know what he's talking about. Send him something. And what happened in church, Patrick, you will understand this. Yeah, I don't have to pray for somebody that's
Maybe
dead.
it's what your wife told you. It's maybe what your wife told you. Michael, what you fucking just did is not right.
No.
Your wife told you.
Sammy, don't inject
How
again.
many other people got to tell you
Excuse me.
what you did was wrong?
Don't inject it again, Sammy. My wife told me days afterwards when I mentioned it to her. Okay, I said Sammy got upset, and she
Whatever you said it, your wife told you it was wrong. It was not a good thing. So stop the bullshit.
You know what? Let me tell you something.
You're too
If you're not,
to not
let me
know.
tell you something. Stop your baloney, Sammy. I was man enough to apologize to you and said it wasn't meant intentionally to betray you. You use your words or anything else, and I immediately took it down. So you could say whatever you want. As soon as I knew that, I took it down. I said I apologize. I didn't mean it. I don't have to soften you up. If it was a mistake, it was a mistake. But there was nothing said about you. I didn't compare you. I went into great detail about the witnesses that testified against my father. Look at the video again.
I did, and I don't even know who those guys were, and I don't care about those guys. The innuendo is that everybody should not get a fucking break because they cooperate. They should rot in prison.
Sammy,
and then
can I?
said, bullshit, they fired the government.
The dude left.
Sammy,
Did he actually
can I?
leave?
Bullshit, they fired the government, and I don't.
You could say whatever you want.
And I don't even know who those guys were, and I don't care about those guys. The innuendo is that everybody should not get a fucking break because they cooperate. They should rot in prison.
Sammy,
and then
can I?
said, bullshit, they fired the government. So now you a fucking crusader who wants to put everybody in prison. And then you say they come out and they recommit. I'm talking about your video. What do you mean? What am I talking
Sammy,
about?
can I make one recommendation?
I'm not going to apologize 100 more times.
Can I make
whatever you want?
You can
All I
believe what
hear
you
now
want.
is
If I can make,
I can't even hear. Something's going on with this.
yeah, let me make
fucking
one
video.
recommendation, Sammy.
I don't hear it.
Sammy, if we can have you, Mario's calling your phone. If you get the phone, because it's choppy with your service. Michael's service is good. Yours is a little choppy. If you have the phone next to you, I'm going to put it here. You will hear what Michael has to say, and we will hear what you have to say.
I don't have the phone, Patrick. I do not have the phone next to me. I got it on airplane or whatever the fuck it is to shut it up. And I'm not interested in hearing what he has to say.
Okay.
And I'm not even interested in going on and making this a spectacle. I'm starting to get tired of this fucking thing. I'm interested in going on, interested in hearing what he has to say.
Okay.
And I'm not even interested in going on and making this a spectacle. I'm starting to get tired of this fucking thing.
Well, then,
I'm tired of it too. I'm tired of it too, Patrick.
Okay.
This is nonsense.
Listen, if
Good.
Sammy, if you
How
do,
long do you want to keep this up? that
It's
we got to hear each other. We got
I have one ask for you guys. I just have one ask. I have one ask. So if you can hear me, you would consider listening to me. I just got one ask for you. That's why if we can get a phone, I don't know who's out there, Sammy, with you. If you can, they can get a phone so you can hear me better. Whoever
I
phone
got
it is.
Richie out here. I got Zaz
Can you
out
have
here, I
Richie
got
call
other people
Mario?
out
Have Richie
here.
call
What
Mario.
do you want?
Have Richie call Mario if you don't mind. I
What?
just got one question for
For
you.
what?
I'm gonna ask. I got one
Ask me
question.
the question. Ask.
Yeah, because we
Yes.
can't hear you back. No, we can't hear you back. You're sounding choppy and people can't hear you. If you're open to it, I got one
Got me?
question. So Richie,
All right,
if
so Richie.
you don't mind handing the phone to Sammy, that'd be great. Who Stephen A. Smith is. Sammy, you may know who's Stephen A. Smith. He's the ESPN guy, and you know, one day I'm sitting down with him in New York, and I don't know if it was Connecticut or New York. Anyways, we're in New York sitting down talking to him, and I said, Stephen A., a lot of these guys are your friends, like meaning in the sports world. And you come on, and all of a sudden, you go after Durant, you go after Shaq, you go after whoever, but these are your buddies, these are your friends. What do you do with that? I'll never forget what he said. He says, you know what I do? It's a great question you ask. I whisper to them and I say, hey, here's what I'm going to say to you tomorrow. I just want you to know I have to do my job and I have to do this. You may want to skip tomorrow or, communicate with us tomorrow. Do you think for the two of you guys that are the premier YouTube channels that are creating content for this world, do you think it may be a good idea for the two of you guys to communicate if at any time content's being made that the other person's name is being mentioned? Do you think that could solve something like this moving forward? I may be wrong. I'm just asking, speculating whether that would help because, look, we'd like to see you guys being on better mode than going in this place. We'd rather see you guys having a better relationship. Michael, maybe I can start off with you. Do you think in the future, if you're ever going to do an episode, if you just say, hey, Sammy, I'm thinking about doing an episode, you're cool with this, or, something like that, or would that not make a difference?
Patrick, let me end it like this.
I don't hear him.
Okay, I'm upset.
I don't
the way
hear
this
what he's
turned
saying.
out because I will say this, regardless of what he thinks or what he's heard, I did not do that intentionally to betray him or hurt him or make any innuendo in any way whatsoever. That's the truth. I came out of that sit down that we had actually liking and respecting Sammy, and I happen to really like and love his son, Gerard. I would never have done this to betray him or hurt him in any way. Never. Okay. And the fact that he did it, the fact that I did it, I apologize. It wasn't meant to be done. I'm very upset that we've had these words because we shouldn't have had them. And you know what? If he would have called me up and just said, you know what the hell did you do? Maybe I wasn't thinking right. We had a kid die in our house. It's been a real bad thing in our family for the past couple of weeks. But maybe I would have said, you know what, Sam, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I'm sorry. I apologized anyway. So the bottom line is, I don't know. I don't know where his head is at. I'm a Christian, regardless of what he believes. I am upset that I lost it here a little bit, but it's just my frame of mind right now. I apologize to you, Patrick, for getting off a little bit. I normally don't do this. You know that. I'm a pretty calm guy. But, look, my door is open. My door is open. I'm not trying to make enemies. Whatever Sammy wants to do. And I mean that. We've said some bad words that shouldn't have been said just now. They really shouldn't have been, but it is what it is, and I don't know where we go from here. But yeah, I'm open.
Sammy? Sammy, can you hear me? Sammy, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, I could hear that.
Okay.
I heard him most of it.
I think what he's saying is he's saying that he's open to
I know
it.
exactly what he's saying.
Okay.
I know exactly what he's saying. And I'm really not a person who carries grudges. I'm explosive in my personality and things I do. I'm dedicated to what I do. I'm dedicated to friendship. I'm dedicated to things. I've been betrayed a few times in my life, and I don't like it. Betrayal just sets me on fucking fire. What he said now, listen, I feel the same way. When we got done with Mafia States of America,
Yep.
I actually felt better about him and knowing him. He knows it. I spoke to people who really don't know him, and they would badmouth him. I told him, listen, shut your mouth. Leave the guy alone. And he knows that, all of that stuff. As far as his Christianity, he could have it, do whatever he wants with it. I know a lot of people people believe in things. I believe in God myself. I believe in religions have different paths to God. You don't have to be a Christian. You could be anything, an Indian, a Jew. You could be anything you want to be if you believe in God. So I believe in God as well. But I don't use him up front, and I don't use his name, and I don't do all of that stuff. When I get mad or something that he says about Christianity,
Yeah.
it's like you're throwing these things in my face. I apologize for that. What he does right now is an apology. I accept. I apologize for things I just said, and I really don't want to hurt him in any way. I don't mean physically. I mean in any
Of
way.
course.
There's nothing I want to do to hurt him. There's no reason for that for me. And he knows certain things, some of the things you said. If he knew that was going to hurt me, if his wife was wise enough to know, she's not a gangster, she's not a street guy. The wife was wise enough with it. It was 1 day, 3 days, whatever. This is going to offend his wife. Now, if I do videos, my son is around. My son, he talked good about my son. My son thinks the world of him. He's not here with me right now because he had a feeling that this thing would blow up, and he didn't even want to see it or hear it because he likes me. So how it's going to go in the future, I really don't know. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all in any way, shape, or form towards him. I don't know about going forward. I don't know if we would do business. I have no idea. But I don't really want to hurt him in any way, shape, or form.
and Sammy, I appreciate you saying that. Well, having been around you guys for so many hours, and we've spent a lot of time together, both
It's gonna end it because I'm. You can just watch the end. Is it just hold
Michael
on?
and yourself interviewed at dinner together. Being married to each other. This is how we're going to make more money. That's not my outcome. A little bit uncomfortable. You were not open having a conversation to get a high quality content. December 3rd, it'll go out, and for folks.
All right, that's the end of this. I'm done. Uh, how long was this? Like 11 minutes. Yeah. This is the end. At least it got better at the end. I'm tired, dude. Holy crap, that was a lot to uncover. I'm just gonna end it because it just wraps everything up. So I wanted to just see how this went. This went a bit crazy. I might have to take this down. I probably might have to take this entire thing down to be honest with you, but whatever. I'll see you all later. Bye.